Chris is pretty tight. Pretty toit. Hi, I'm Caitlin of Caitlin Shea Weddings. I'm a wedding planner in the Denver area, and I have worked with Chris multiple times, both at weddings as well as my own promo videos, and he is fantastic. About 50 times now, we've had someone who is like, yeah, we're looking for a videographer. We found this guy, Chris. And we're always like, yes. So everyone, I feel like everyone we talk to is like between you and maybe like one other person. So we have our own list of vendors that we typically recommend, and Chris is absolutely one of the videographers that we always send to people. But even beyond that, a lot of the couples that we talk to that have looked for videographers on their own bring up Chris to us and how much they love his storytelling. And we love working with him just because on day of, like, he's very calm, he's very welcoming with clients, but he's also not overwhelming as far as other vendors and like taking over the day. So he's a very good mix of keeping his clients very calm in front of the camera and comfortable, but also sort of acting as like a fly on the wall and collaborating with other vendors.
I have thoughts already. So from my experience working with Chris, even behind the scenes before the wedding day, he's just very present and very communicative over email and making sure timelines match up. The whole day is planned out in the same way on our end and his end. So he's very good to check in about his timeline and our timeline and making sure everything is running smoothly before we even get to the day, which we really appreciate as planners because we're the ones that reach out to the vendors and have to make sure A, B, and C line up for our couple. And so it's great when we have videographers like Chris that can be so well communicative with us.
Yeah, and the organization is pretty obvious because he, just like Sailor's saying, like he's very present where a lot of vendors maybe don't talk to us too much before the wedding day, or we have trouble tracking them down, whereas Sailor said Chris reaches out to us as well and is always in communication with the couple. And we've also noticed, particularly during 2021, when it was a very crazy season and everybody was delayed, we would be getting videos back from Chris in weeks, whereas everyone else it was months. So that was phenomenal. Like the organization is obviously there.
Yeah, one other thing I've noticed about working with Chris is he can work with a variety of photographers and vendors, and he's not stuck in his own way or doesn't overstep on a photographer's toes, because those two vendors kind of work hand in hand on wedding days or on events or what other creative projects they're working on. But it's important that he can work well with those kinds of people, and it's not just him stuck in his own way. It's he can work with all kinds of creatives, which is great.
Yeah, just how great Chris is.
So Chris, okay.
He's like, cool, thanks guys. Solid? All right.